Come on, Snips. The battle's not over yet. Don't be afraid. And trust your instincts.
In the 6th episode of the Ahsoka series, Lars Mikkelsen made his live-action television debut as Grand Admiral Thrawn, carrying the Chimera, an Imperial Star Destroyer with an oddly painted hull. In Ahsoka Episode 6, Thrawn's flagship, the Chimera, docked in an old Night Sister temple and sailed to Peridea. Even though it has obviously undergone significant wear and tear, this ship has continued to serve Thrawn during his exile after having survived an unexpected trip across universes. The Chimera first appeared in Star Wars Legends. Then in Star Wars Rebels, it was canonized. The Chimera is an intimidating and dangerous Star Destroyer that is managed by someone with an appreciation for the arts. A special emblem, similar to the one in Ahsoka, is painted on the Chimera's ventral surface of the external hull. The Star Destroyer is named after the Chimera that serves as Thrawn's personal emblem. Since an experience he had while working for the Chiss Ascendancy as a senior captain, charting the unknown regions, Thrawn has chosen the Chimera as his emblem. Thrawn decided to continue with this tradition, even after joining the Empire after being banished from his own people. His friends painted the Chimera monster on the undersides of their ships. Grand Admiral Thrawn's ship has carried the Chimera insignia over the years to serve as a reminder of his own identity. Thrawn accepted his individuality since he was aware of how different he was from everyone else in the Empire. Thrawn had been banished from his own people because he believed in using military first strikes, which was against Chiss culture. Thrawn was the only non-human to reach the rank of Grand Admiral. Thrawn incorporated the Chiss discipline and his own intellectual rigor into the Empire in ways he thought were beneficial. This design Thrawn incorporated onto his Star Destroyer was unique to the Imperial fleet and likely rendered his interest in art meaningless. Those who serve Thrawn now pledge their devotion even more fervently as a result of his unusual methods. Thrawn's appreciation for life and greater moral code are largely to blame for this. Thrawn, in contrast to many of his other Imperial contemporaries, never breaks a deal, not even one he strikes with his enemies. He also places a far higher value on life than most people do, which his followers undoubtedly find to be quite appreciative. Although Thrawn served the Empire, Timothy Zahn's Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy demonstrates that he was never really devoted to it. Thrawn transported some of his finest supporters to the unknown regions to serve among the Chiss, and military commanders in the Chiss Expansionary Defense Fleet discreetly orchestrated his banishment from the Chiss because they desired an agent in the larger galactic government. Thrawn's night troopers prominently scream his name, which is exceedingly rare compared to the other Imperial remnants, showing that he has remained loyal exclusively to himself and to the Chiss. Even Moff Gideon, Thrawn's eager successor in Season 3 of The Mandalorian, never had his subordinates singing his name. While all of the Imperial remnants have operated under the motto, "Long live the Empire," Thrawn's night troopers do not. Instead, they turn only to Thrawn for guidance and inspiration, and as a result, they will continue to support him. Thrawn hasn't attempted to change their conduct, indicating that he has no intention of doing so. He has no desire to unite their allegiances with the Empire, which speaks well of Thrawn. The Shadow Council of Imperial Remnants anticipates Thrawn's return to usher in their new era and help them regain control, but it is obvious that Thrawn has other ideas. It's possible that Thrawn wants to establish his own type of organization with the assistance of the Night Sisters, maybe one more like to the Chiss Ascendancy. He's definitely not afraid to use his distinctive approach, especially now that he's joined with the Dathomir Witches. There is undoubtedly more to Thrawn's intentions and objectives than meets the eye, but just the symbolism of the Chimera provides a hint as to what the Grand Admiral could be doing.